form of a human being in front of everybody, perhaps for the first time in history. Among the questions which were asked, the last one was, what are the alamatu sa'a? What are the signs of the last day, of akhiru zaman? And the Prophet ﷺ gave two signs, one of which you're quite familiar with in KL, at least these last 10 years or so. He said that you will find the naked, barefooted shepherds competing with each other in the construction of tall buildings. There's one in KLCC, the Twin Towers. And around the world today, we see the competition. Today it's Kuala Lumpur, tomorrow it's Seoul, the day after it's Dubai, and then Jeddah comes along and says, no, we're going to beat all of you. It started with Manhattan. They called it the skyscrapers. If you cannot see the competition going on in the world for the construction of tall buildings, I suggest that you make an appointment with an eye specialist. We are living in Akhiru Zaman. And here is the evidence before you. There is an abundance of other evidence, but this is enough. What are the implications of living in Akhiru Zaman? The Prophet ﷺ came upon some of his companions who were sitting talking amongst themselves, and he asked, what are you talking about? And they said, we are talking about the signs of the last day. This hadith is in Sahih Bukhari, it is in Sahih Muslim. And he answered and he said, the last day would not come until, and he mentioned 10 signs. Apart from these 10, there are many others. But in this hadith, he mentioned 10. And these have traditionally become known as the major signs. Number one, and they have not been given in the chronological sequence in which they will occur, meaning which one comes first and which one comes second and which one comes third. Number one, Dajjal, the false Messiah. I wrote Jerusalem in the Qur'an 10 years ago or more to explain the subject. Dajjal, the false Messiah, Al Masih Dajjal. Number two, Yakjuj and Ma'juj, or Gog and Magog. It is rare to find anyone with any proper knowledge of this subject today, as though knowledge has fled. Part of the reason why nobody knows the subject, is because nobody teaches the subject. That's why. Nobody teaches the subject. When last did you go to attend the khutbah, Salatul Jummah, and hear the khatib explaining the Qur'an as it refers to Gog and Magog? And these are human beings, not some strange creatures living down in the interior of the earth. Human beings. Number three, the return of the son of Mary, Nabi Isa Al Masih, the most powerful voice in history to have prophesied that the son of Mary would return, is the voice of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Number 4, dukhan, smoke. We don't know what kind of smoke, but it looks to me, and when I give my opinion, don't accept it. Don't do that. No. When I give an opinion, you must only accept it when you are convinced that it is correct. Otherwise, it's disrespect for your own intellect. It looks to me increasingly as though the smoke is the malhama, which is around the corner. Nuclear war. Nuclear war, with thousands of nuclear weapons exploding. The mushroom clouds. But Allah knows best. Number 5, dabbatul ard, a beast or a creature of the earth. Number 6, that the sun would rise from the west. Number 7, 8, and 9, 3 earthquakes, 3 shakings of the earth, in which the earth sinks down and swallows what it swallows. 1 in the east, 1 in the west, and the last one in Tamansiri, UK. No, the last one in Arabia. That one in Tamansiri, UK was maybe 5-10 years ago. The whole house went down. It was Ramadan. And number 10, that a fire will come out of Yemen and drive people to their place of assembly. These are the 10 major signs that we know of. Among the 10, one of them is of special importance for us, of Akhiru Zaman. That Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam gets information from Allah, Allah speaks to him. This is Hadithul Qudsi, direct speech of Allah, reported to us by Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, and it is in Sahih Bukhari, I think 4 times. That it is the day of judgment, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addresses Adam alayhi salam, our father, and says to him, take out the people for Jahannam. And Adam alayhi salam asks, how many are they, O Allah? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replies, and he says, out of every 1,000, take 999 for the hellfire. Maybe you didn't hear that. So let's repeat it. Out of every 1,000, take 999 for Jahannam. The companions of the Prophet ﷺ were terrified. Terrified. And he looked upon them and he smiled. And he said, good news for you. The one for Jannah will be from you. Meaning, people who worship Allah and who follow Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam and who have faith in this Qur'an. The one for Jannah will be from you. But then he went on to say that the 999 would all be the people of Gog and Magog, Yakjuj and Majjuj. So when Akhiru Zaman comes, and you see the evidence of Gog and Magog, you know that mankind is heading for the hellfire. And only 1 in 1,000 can escape. And so it is such a pity that nobody knows the subject of Gog and Magog. Nobody. Because, as I said before, nobody teaches the subject. I know, because I've been a voice crying in the wilderness for 15, 17 years now. People used to say, he's mad or he's crazy. We never heard about Gog and Magog. They didn't even know that Gog and Magog are in the Qur'an. They didn't even know that. They call me all kinds of names. One of the ways in which we can solve that problem is, of course, to go back to the Qur'an and study the subject. And go to the ahadith of Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam and study the subject. But it's not an easy subject. I wrote an Islamic view of Gog and Magog in the modern world 5 years ago, maybe? No, 3 years ago. And that book is outside. An Islamic view of Gog and Magog in the modern world, in which I have provided the evidence that Gog and Magog now control power in the world. Go and examine the evidence. When Gog and Magog are released, they're going to corrupt the whole world. They're agents of fasad, that which corrupts and destroys. So they corrupt and they destroy the political system. They corrupt and they destroy the economic system. They corrupt and destroy the market. They corrupt and destroy money, the monetary system. They corrupt and they destroy the sexual bond between the male and female, the role of gender. They corrupt and they destroy proper education. They corrupt and they destroy sports and entertainment. And everything is corrupted by Gog and Magog. It is my perception, and you may want to share with me that view, that we are now living in an age in which the world is more corrupted than it has ever been in history. There is more fasad in the world today than ever before in human history. And the only possible way we can explain that universal fasad is with Gog and Magog. What do we do?